Recording.
Good afternoon. Glad you could come in today and sit through my wonderful presentation, in which I think you will find we're going to have a lot of fun and we're going to hopefully learn a little bit today. As I said, my name, if you didn't catch it first, is Cecil Brown. It was on the door when you came in just a few minutes ago. Put it up there myself in crayon. And for all of you who are paying attention, and because you've been a great audience so far, I'm going to let you know that the test afterwards will only be 200 questions. So I appreciate the next 2 hours you're going to spend with me. Not really, I'm just kidding. We're only going to be here about 10 or 15 minutes. And I'm going to talk to you today about dedication, excellence, and tradition. Those three things make up what is known as the KD Nation. So hopefully when we finish, you'll have a very clear understanding of what the KD Nation is. Dedication is the first thing I'll speak to you about for a couple of minutes. Dedication was first brought about into the KD High School in 1939 when they formed the first football team that actually made it all the way to state. It was a 6-man team. Unbelievable back then that you were going to have a team that played what they called Iron Man ball. Iron Man ball meant that they played every position on the team. They were a very, very small school. At that time we had 650 people in the entire town. Since that time, we've moved a long way forward. One of the first coaches we had described his team in dedication. He said, dedication is not something that you earn, it's something that you learn. Meaning that when you stand up, you're just not always blessed with dedication. You have to go out and you have to stay every day. You have to practice every day. You have to believe in it. As a fan, you have to come out and support the people who are out there performing whatever sport or activity it is. The next thing I'm going to talk to you about is excellence. That's something that has been driven very hard into the system, that we will be the best we can be. Coach Joseph, who is the winningest coach so far with 3 state titles at KD High School football, along with running the athletic department, which has gained over 30 state trips in things like swimming, soccer, tennis, other areas, baseball. All of those areas coming together are what makes up our excellence or our excellent teams. Coach Joseph made the comment, excellence is not an option, it's a way of life. And he puts that up and he believes in it, from the parent meetings to the school board meetings to the community pep rallies. That is brought out. We will do the best we can do. We will be the best that we can be. The final thing I'll talk to you about is tradition. Tradition is very simple. The school board had a meeting about 2 or 3 years ago, and in the meeting, one of the first coaches that was out was named Purdy. He was 77 years old, and he came in and he gave a speech, and in the speech he made a simple quote that said, tradition is what KD was in 1939 and is today in 2013. Meaning that all of the things we've done through the years was to build a tradition. From the way that we greet each other in our town, to the way that we demand that our boys and girls perform as athletes and toe the line and be acceptable for what they do, and accountability. Accept what they can do, be accountable for what they can't do, and support their teammates. That's tradition. Going to drive to a state game 5 hours away and having a pep rally, that's tradition. 2:30 in the morning pep rallies when we win state, that's a tradition. But more importantly, the thing that I want to leave with you about KD Nation is, it's not just the inside. Everything that you typically see is what you think of for the KD Nation. If you Google it, if you talk about it, it's what you normally see is this. This is the KD Nation. It's simply a piece of red and white material. It's not real big, it's not real flashy. This is what you may see on the outside, but the reality is what you don't see on the inside is what it takes to be the fan in the seats, good or bad. The support that you give for everything, good or bad, and what our boys and girls do for us every single day, and the representation that they go out into the community, their attitudes, their manners, and the way that they handle themselves. More importantly, the thing I'd like to leave with you the Katy Nation is not just dedication, excellence, and traditions. It's a way of life. I appreciate your time tonight, and I appreciate you being out. Thank you very much.